What happened to George Floyd? It was really an incredible abuse of power. That's what it comes down to. It was just horrible to see. And the riots show that people really aren't willing to put up with this anymore, although it was kind of excessive display. Cops have a lot of power. When someone has that much power, they're inclined to for doing, uh, use it over doing the right thing. This has been shown with things like the Stanford prison experiment and other cases where perfectly good people just have too much power and most of them just go crazy with it and abuse it. We really need to make sure that we only have good people as police officers, or else this kind of abuse of power will happen more consistently. We have to make sure that doesn't happen because this is such a horrible event to see. And the system that is used to remove police officers clearly doesn't work, with the officer that killed George Floyd having 7 previous complaints and clearly had a problem with this before but was not dealt with. This does not indicate anything about cops as a whole. This is just a problem with the system for selecting them. Most cops are not like this at all. That's definitely not the problem. But the system for selecting and regulating police needs to be improved to avoid this ever happening again. This kind of thing puts a horrible name on our police force as a whole and just ruins the view of police, which makes people feel unsafe. And with coronavirus being a dramatic attack on people's lives, everyone is at least a little scared and anxious about the future as is. Worrying about police attacking you really doesn't help at all. The CDC has even recognized anxiety and fear as a valid part of the threat of coronavirus. This country really is in a crazy place right now. We need police officers to help with this situation. We really don't need to make it worse, and 99% of them really are trying to, but 1% of those officers speak for the 99% when that is the only thing you hear on the news is about an officer kneeling on the neck of an innocent black man. That really is just horrible to see, and you'll never look at police quite the same unless something changes that way, because 1% really can represent 99% in people's minds. You don't have to